This episode of KrawlZone is brought to you by BDS Suspension, BF Goodrich Tires, and Nitro Gear and Axle. Hey guys, we're at the old school rock crawl. You're going to see some crazy carnage. Robbie Flandreau lands on his lid, and Dave Adams' inspirational story. Hang on and stay tuned. This is KrawlZone. KrawlZone! It's early morning. Teams are already out here on the track, scoping out the obstacles. They're getting ready for a day of carnage here at the old school rock crawl.
Hey, are you social? So are we. Join us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And while you're at it, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can find all of our videos there, as well as online on KrawlZone.tv.
We're today down in Delta, Utah.
The 2016 Old School Rock Crawl.
Old School Rock Crawl. The Old School Rock Crawl, having a ball.
It's the 10th anniversary.
10th anniversary of the Old School Rock Crawl.
Put on by Millard County and Craig Stumph Racing.
Well, you know, the Old School Rock Crawl, it was kind of an accident how it started. And I was over here with my buggy and just driving the rocks and kind of fooling around, and the county approached me and said, we got this rock park here with nobody to run it. And they asked me if I wanted to do an event, and I says, I will do one event and we'll see how it goes.
And the county has provided this awesome venue here with all these man-made courses.
And I said, I can't live with the rocks you've got. We got to change this whole park to make it to where people want to come.
Craig Stumph, he went out all over Arizona, New Mexico, and Utah. Found a lot of really great obstacles on trails, and he's recreated them here out of cement and scrap asphalt covered with cement. So although this is a man-made course, it is patterned directly after actual obstacles out on the trail.
And after 10 years, we've got what you see here, and we call it the Delta Proving Grounds. The top drivers from around the country, they come to compete here because they know it's challenging and they'll have a great time.
We've got Jesse Haynes, Rich Klein. We got Cody Wagner, who is a returning pro. Aaron Clow is here, who used to be in the Top Truck Challenge. And then this car here is the reigning and last F-Toy World Champion, a guy named Chris Mercer. So we got some good talent here this weekend.
So when Craig introduced the old school rock crawl, I was very much drawn to it because it was like one of those type of things, just bring the Jeep that you've got.
We don't have any qualifications for competing. Everyone can compete, but we make these courses in different levels. There's 3 stages of courses here. Really easy, okay? That's for your beginners. And then we've got intermediates for guys that are more seasoned. And our pro courses are literally that. They're pro courses. Unless you are really good, you're gonna have a lot of problems. We put a new obstacle in this year. We call it the volcano. First day we had 2 guys made it through. If you've got a moon buggy and you think you can drive it, bring it out. I'm sure we'll test you somewhere.
As you can see, it's a lot of fun. There's Jeeps going around everywhere and tipping over and going sideways.
But I have such a great time out here and enjoy my friends, enjoy the people that are out here. And it's such a great camaraderie and brotherhood that it's awesome. I look forward to this event almost more than any event all year.
The best way to find out about the Old School Rock Crawl is to just Google Old School Rock Crawl, but our website is just literally oldschoolrockcrawl.com.
Stay tuned for some more great excitement here on KrawlZone.
Use it, abuse it. We dare you to break it. BDS suspension lifts are engineered to outperform on and off-road. Short arm, long arm, IFS, and coilover options. With Factory Protection Plus on all kits. See more at bds-suspension.com.
Nitro Gear and Axle offers one of the nation's widest variety of top quality differential and axle parts for nearly all makes and models, including a huge list of industry exclusive Toyota applications. Nitro's state-of-the-art machining and heat-treated processes produce stronger, longer-lasting, and easier to install parts. From competitive rock crawlers to daily drivers, Nitro Gear and Axle offers the best quality and widest range of products for your axles.
Well, we're here at Delta Old School Rock Crawl, and where in the world is Mr. KrawlZone at? What in the heck are you doing?
People often say, you know, oh, you're such an inspiration. It's so amazing the things that you do. I can't believe what you can do. And my thought is, why wouldn't I? I have a form of muscular dystrophy that I was diagnosed with when I was 6. And basically it's a peripheral neuropathy. So it affects the muscles in my arms and legs. And so that's one of those things that it's made it very difficult for me to get around. It makes it difficult for me to walk long distances. And as I've gotten older, that has progressed and gotten worse.
I am the wife of David Adams in the green Jeep 7.5, and I am here to support him.
I'm spotting, I believe, for the 6th year for Dave Adams.
This year I had Jeremy Poole. He's been spotting with me. I believe this is our 6th time together.
He's my driver. Love that guy.
You know, and it's again that type of family, that type of grouping, that type of camaraderie that people like Jeremy and I, we're not related, but there's nobody in the world more that I consider my brother than Jeremy Poole. My first obstacle today I did great on. I felt really good. You know, my second obstacle I thought I was doing pretty good. I made a bad choice and didn't listen to my spotter and ended up doing a 3/4 roll. Well, crap, not again. Whether for good or bad, it's not my first rollover I've done.
I was over on the other side of his Jeep before he even stopped moving.
Jeremy, of course, like he's done numerous times before, runs over. You okay? You okay?
I'm sure I asked him at least a half a dozen times over the course of the next 5 minutes if he was okay.
Yeah, I'm fine.
If something happens when he rolls over, not having the same upper body strength as someone else, or if his arm comes out and he breaks an arm, there's a chance he may never use that hand the same way again.
My primary concern was for Dave. Shut off the motor, you know, while asking him if he's okay, checking him.
So it's not a, oh my gosh, this is the craziest thing I've ever done. It's just like, well, crap, here we go again, you know?
He's finally like, dude, come on. This is not the first time you and I have been through this. I'm good. And a lot of times we don't even bother getting him out of his rig. Once we verify he's okay, we'll just get a group of people to push the rig back over.
Stay in the Jeep, they flip me back up on my tires, we fire the Jeep up and on we go. I just rolled on KrawlZone TV.
Just getting out there and being in that vehicle is something that is amazing. He can't walk 100 yards by himself, but he can drive that vehicle as well or better than some of the best drivers out there.
It's crazy. I've never once looked at Dave as having a disability, yet year after year I help him get in and out of his Jeep. I help him walk around. He's just been such an inspiration to me because he never gives up. He always has a positive attitude and he just goes for it every time. And because of that, I've said, okay, I can do this. If he can do this, I can do this.
He just doesn't have a fear. That's my biggest thing. He's not afraid of anything.
Well, I think one of the attractions to Jeeping is the idea that I can go out and I can still see the backcountry. I can still go out in those places that people that can hike or mountain bike or things like that would be able to get to that I never would be able to see. And so in many ways, my Jeep is kind of my legs. It gives me the opportunity to participate in activities that quote unquote normal people are able to do that otherwise I wouldn't be able to.
No, I wouldn't take that away from him. That's his legs, that's his fun, that's his adventure. It gets him out there and makes him feel like everybody else.
I mean, I feel like I have two choices in this world. I can sit on the couch, I can be miserable, I can whine, I can complain, and I can make everybody around me miserable. Or I can go out and I can live my life. I can enjoy the beautiful nature around me. I can get out and experience the camaraderie of the wheeling community. I can be out there and compete in such an event like this with a regular, normal, everyday Joe. And so I guess my biggest suggestion is if you're sitting there at home on the couch thinking, oh, woe is me, my life sucks, change it.
Get out there and try it. It doesn't matter if you fail, just get out there and do something. Don't sit on the couch and rot away. Don't think you can't. There are ways to make modifications, there are ways to get around challenges, you just have to find them.
Because it's only you that can do it. Get off the couch, find something you enjoy, and do it.
Just like that. Yep. Hey, Dave.
Hey, we're here at the Delta Old School Rock Crawl with Carl Nilsson, and he'll be coming up next.
I think sponsors made this episode possible. At a Rubicon level, we've got BF Goodrich tires, BDS suspension, and Nitro gear and axle. We also have TNT Customs and Fat Bob's Garage. Without their help, this episode wouldn't be possible. Show your support of KrawlZone by visiting our sponsors today.
Craig has put on a first class, I call it a world-class event out here. This venue rocks. Some of these obstacles we've been on, they've ate our lunch. The toughest one we had yesterday, I'd have to say, would have been probably number 6, the new volcano. Now we got to the top of the volcano and I'd call it some kind of skateboarding move. I think we pretty well rail slided around the rim and ended up where we didn't plan on being. Matterhorn, obstacle number 3 out here at the Old School Rock Crawl. And today the Matterhorn got the best of us. This course on a difficulty level wasn't very technical. This had a little bit of the pucker factor involved here. We were rushing a little bit and we basically lost control of the rear end. So when it slid on us, I dropped the front tire in a hole that was unplanned and that caused us to go over. Made that 80-degree climb just a little bit steeper than that. I just rolled on KrawlZone TV. Well, looks like the motor is ripped out of the motor mounts. So we're gonna get over here to JC with Midnight 4x4. I know he's got a lot of tabs on site. I'll bet we can round up a couple of those and we'll get this up and going for our next 2 courses.
Our favorite event. This next interruption is brought to you by Big Sarge. It's a lot of fun.
I don't know, I haven't seen Ashton Farms out here yet. Low UTV Parts.
And this interruption.
I want to thank Low Range Off-Road.
Big Sarge is making me mad. We're here at the Delta. Ah! Yeah, we would love to get this soundbite out, but Big Sarge keeps interrupting me.
Four-Wheel Drive Association. I think they got OptiLube.
Interrupt.
It was so good.
You're watching KrawlZone. I've been rock crawling for about 10 years. You know, my first competition was actually the first Delta Old School rock crawl down here. I think I'm the only competitor that's competed in all 10 years. It's been pretty fun. The tube, you know, 3 years ago they put in the tube, and that year I conquered it in my old Toyota, and I haven't been able to conquer it since. It's scary, it's intimidating, you know, and that's what makes it fun though. You know, you get on there and your foot's on the brake pedal and it's shaking and the adrenaline's coming through you, and you get butterflies. It's a lot of fun. It's scary but fun. I rolled on KrawlZone TV.
At the end of the event, Big Sarge and Greg Mulkey from Raceline Wheels crawled to the top of the Matterhorn for the spotter run.
All right, you guys ready? Okay. 1, 2, 3.
$300 went to the winner of the spotter that could crawl to the top of the Matterhorn, and it was hilarious.
All right, that's the big race. All right,
I'd like to thank Craig Stumph and the Old School Rock Crawl gang for inviting us out today. It's been an epic adventure. Now remember, don't just live life, live epic. We'll see you next time.